What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Armor Check. Today, as you can see, we are doing the Mad Bomber armor. So, wow, look at this. This is actually one of my favorite looking armors in Spiral Knights, especially because of that sweet mohawk. And as you can see, I added a little bit of a game face on there. Hold on, let me show you. I added a little bit of a game face on. It's a heavy game face, if you guys want to know, just to add a little bit of an accessorize to your Mad Bomber armor. And so basically, this is probably my most used armor in Spiral Knights. If I had any records or anything, that would be my most used. And it's because it has charge time reduction, medium, and damage bonus medium, unlike the other bomber armors, because Volcanic has damage bonus and Bombastic has charge time reduction. And I couldn't choose between the two, so I just decided to go with the Mad Bomber, and I took all the defects, which actually doesn't affect me too much. Now, I do have a unique variant on my helmet that allows me to get a little bit of fire defense because it's on high, because it's just breaking through that negative there. But it doesn't really, it's kind of outshined by the armor. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a negative fire effect, but a lot more poison, freeze, and shock. Now, while you're wearing this armor, you really gotta watch out for statuses, except for, you know, stun, curse, and sleep and stuff like that. You don't have to worry too much about those. But you have to watch out for statuses because you will be highly affected by them. So as you can see, charge time reduction very high and damage bonus very high for the helmet and armor when you're wearing them both. Attack speed increase high because of our Swiss Stripe buckler, because the bomber does not have a designated shield. And then we have the Electron Vortex, which is probably one of the most helpful bombs in the entire game. We have the Shiver Mist Buster, which is very vulnerable, which is why I picked it for this mission. So as you can see, we have charge time reduction ultra, attack speed increase high, damage bonus very high, and damage bonus versus contract maximum. So you do not have a sprite equipped, so this is none of this is here. I do have a unique variant on my Shiver Mist 2 actually, which is damage bonus versus beast low and damage bonus versus construct high. I believe that I varianted those. No variant on my Electron Vortex, which is fine. So we're gonna show you the charge time for these with just the Mad Bomber on. As you can see, pretty quickly without that lag there. Hold on, let me get it without the lag. There we go. So pretty quick. You'll be laying bombs pretty fast. And for the Shiver Mist, it's gonna be a little bit longer, I believe. Yep. And you lay down this thing like that, just like that. You lay it down, and you'll be having pancakes for dinner. So we're gonna see how vulnerable these two bombs are, because these are actually the bombs that I bring on every single Vanna I do, along with the third weapon slot. But I don't have one of those because I know a lot of people in Spiral that are watching this video probably don't have a weapon slot, because it's not very smart to have, because you have to buy it every month, and it's around 30k. So if you're trying to save money, it's really not a good idea. So let's go. Let's get on the elevator and see how vulnerable this loadout is. All right, so we just made it to the Firestorm Citadel, and as you can see, we got the wheels rolling down, which are probably going to be pretty devastating. And even I know that you guys would usually bring a sword along with one of these bombs if you have two weapon slots, and I would recommend the Shiver Mist, and you guys will see why in a second. So as you can, well, we're definitely gonna have to watch out for all statuses. So meaning we can't be running through fire, even though when we did the ancient plate mail, the fire still did significant damage. Imagine that times 2 if you guys don't have a fire variant on yours, which is pretty rare, for it to be high and even significant almost. So we're gonna run it right up here and destroy these wheels. So I'm gonna use the electron bomb to destroy the wheels, just because it's like a very quick. We're just gonna go over here, set one of these. Didn't set it. Let me do one of these. All right, so we're taking a little bit of damage from the wheels. Let's try to get through these though. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna test out each bomb and how effective it is on Vanaduke. So as you can see, the electron bomb sucks enemies in, and then after a little while it's going to explode and then give them all damage and shock. So it's very, very good for crowd control, even if the enemy isn't in particular weak to elemental damage, because it does do elemental damage. And you know, I forgot to review the damages, so let's do that real quick. So for the, I just want to make sure no skellies are creeping up on me. So for the, that's a pause button. So for the, let's see, the Electron Vortex, we have max elemental damage and a little bit of speed. And then for the Shiver Mist, which has higher speed, I actually didn't know, is just off max elemental damage, and it's level 7 right now. And then a lot more speed, but it actually takes a little bit longer to lay, I believe. I'm not really sure why it's saying that. So as you can, let's use our Shiver Mist, which is just as good. Well, not just as good, I would say, but it is very good support for crowd control. As you can see, they're all frozen, and they are immobilized, meaning if you brought a brandish along, then you'd be very powerful with the Shiver Mist. But the only reason I like the Electron Vortex a little more than the Shiver Mist for taking out skellies is because the damage at the end is very effective, and it does shock which oh wow, I didn't know it was gonna do that, which really takes out the enemies for you. So I did just get a Vitapod, which kind of increases your health ratio. So as you can see, we're gonna put down another bomb. And the Mad Bombers, you don't have any dark defense, you don't have any fire defense. So basically, you're a sitting duck in Vanaduke. So don't get hit by any of the statuses. The fire is going to take you out. I mean it. All the skellies are waiting with that claw because Mama said knock you out. Don't get hit by any of their slashes because you don't have any dark defense. It's going to be a pretty devastating hit right here. Now that is the ratio of health. You would lose more health if you had more, which is the way that Sprout Knight's health works, which is the way I kind of like it. So let's revive these skellies real quick so we can do a little bit more testing. This is an extremely good support bomb, and if I had 2 weapons, I would bring the Shiver Mist and a Brandish over the Electron Vortex with the Brandish because of the benefits that it has on Vanaduke himself. So we're going to wrap these up with the Vortex. And the one thing about these 2 bombs is that they don't work in tandem with each other. As you can see, the skellies won't get wrapped up if they're frozen. Let me do a demonstration here. If they're already frozen, they probably won't get wrapped up unless you get the initial hit on there. And otherwise, some of the skellies are going to be left out, and they won't get that shock and that damage. So thank you guys so much for watching another armor check. Today we did Mad Armor. Tell me if there's anything, if you have any questions in the comments, and if you have anything I need to cover left on this armor or any other armor. So thank you guys so much for watching this armor check, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.